President Barrow supported 11 flood victims with $110,000 at Friendship Hotel in Bakau. Honorable Fat Kinte, the Minister of Women, Children and Social Welfare, along with the Executive Director of National Disaster Management Agency, NDMA, Mr. Sana Dahaba, visited the flood victims of 30th and 31st July at Friendship Hotel in Bakau. The 11 flood victims received $10,000 each as a support from the government. Honorable Fat Kinte, the Minister of Women, Children and Social Welfare, speak on behalf of the government, has this to say.
Families of the victims who have been affected by the floods, and as you all know, initially they were evacuated to St. Rose's High School, and later here at the 20%. Most of them have gone back because the water has descended and their homes are in good condition. But then there are 11 families whose homes have been destroyed altogether, and they have nowhere else to stay. So now, because they cannot also continue staying here, we spoke to them and they said they need a place to live. So as a result of that, President Barrow has given each of them 10,000 Gambian dollars. So now they are going to leave the hostel and go rent a house elsewhere where they can live as a family. Because as we all know, here at the rental hostel, it's not conducive to build up a family.
Mr. Ensa Adakwa, a Gambian national who lived in the Gambia for past 40 years and is among the July 30th and 31st flood victims, thanks the government for their support.
So maybe God gave them strength and energy so that they can do more.
Mr. Sana Dahaba, the Executive Director of National Disaster Management Agency, NDMA, the body responsible for disaster management and coordination in the Gambia, said the donation is a good gesture by the government to support the flood victims.
This is part of the president's gesture to provide. No money is ever enough. You know, we have not. You can see that so many people have been affected by disaster, and so many people have been resettled with their host family. But because it was a responsibility of government to bring them here, so as they are leaving, this is why the president provided this kind of support. This is a privilege, it's not a right. It's a privilege, and I must emphasize it. If we have to pay house rent for more than 4,000 households who have been affected, the government does not have that resources. But the president, because it's our responsibility that we brought them here. This is why the president is taking personal responsibility.
Gambia have been seriously affected by the flash flood of July 30th and 31st, and it's reported to be among the worst flooding in the history of the Gambia, nearly half a century. In 24 News, I am Amicham.